We just entered one of the hottest times of the year to actually buy a new home, and this morning from the best ways to not actually fall victim to buying a new home, especially when it comes to, like we were just talking about a couple minutes ago, first-time home buyers this morning. So thank you so much for being here. We're here with Neil Brooks, Home Smart Realtor. And what are some of the biggest mistakes that you see?
Good morning, Katie. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. I think one of the biggest mistakes they do first is they do not get their financing put together.
Okay.
Yes, that's the most important thing to do before you even go shopping for a home.
Okay, and so they go to the bank or go to whoever they're going to try to get a mortgage from?
Well, there's a lot of people that go to online sources, but I believe that the best source is a local bank or a local broker that you can go and sit down with across the table and find out what options are out there for people.
Yeah, a lot of times people will go start looking, fall in love with a house, and then they realize they can't afford it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and what about a lot of times, especially with new home buyers, they go by themselves maybe to look at homes. Should you bring a realtor with you?
You know, I know this sounds very self-serving, Katie, but it really is important to have a professional that's a backup person for you. Yes, you don't want to go solo. You don't want to do this on your own.
Okay, and what are some of the other biggest mistakes you've seen people make?
Well, one of the biggest mistakes is people go ahead and they put the car before the house.
Okay.
So they go and they get their financing done, only to find out that the lender goes and looks at all their financing just before they close. They buy that new car, all of a sudden they don't qualify for the loan and they lose the house.
Okay, that's good, And also, sometimes also with new home buyers, we're talking bringing mom with you because you haven't done it before, maybe not bring a realtor but mom, but how can that be a little bit of a problem?
Well, it can be a problem sometimes because you really love that house and then mom keeps shooting bullets at it and doesn't like the house. And it can cause problems there. And also, sometimes they can just make things with the house worse than they really are. Because they really care about you, that's why.
Yes, most definitely. And what are things people should look at when they go look at houses? Because a lot of times we see a lot of flips here in the valley.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. One of the biggest things that are great for sellers and not so great for buyers is lipstick and getting the home staged. Because for the sellers it's great, but for the buyers sometimes they overlook some very important things with that house because they're so enamored with the lipstick and the staging and all that kind of stuff. Right,
so it's definitely important to bring someone with you who knows what they're doing, knows what to look for as well.
That's right, exactly. You want to point that stuff out.
Most definitely. And also, what about inspections? Should you pay to get the home inspected, or who should pay for that?
Well, yeah, especially with first-time home buyers. Oftentimes they don't have a ton of money, and so sometimes they think, wow, this house looks fantastic. I think I'm going to skip the inspection. Worst thing you can ever do. You got to get a professional home inspector that's been licensed and done, lots and lots of home inspections because they know what to look for.
Right. Leave it to the experts, right?
Exactly. Absolutely. 100%.
Great. Thank you so much, Neil, for your time this morning. We have all of his information on our website as well. We'll be right back.